about. In this video, I highlight some of the sales that were posted on the Money Making Monday thread in my Facebook group. We have this thread every single week, and you can really learn a lot about what sells and how much it sells for. And this is the proof of what's sold. So you will know what's possible, because if it's happening for other people, it can be happening for you too. Now, here is a little encouragement for you, and I live by this motto: success is not always what you see. So if your sales are slow, just remember you're doing the work behind the scenes. Take a look at your traffic reports. Are you getting views on your items? If that is happening, you're successful. People are looking at your items. And please do not compare yourself to other people. Everybody's business is different. Everybody's life is different. Stay in your own lane and just keep working on it. You will see the fruits of your labor. Another quick announcement: I have been talking about my consulting service, where we can get on Zoom and talk about your business, look at your store, whatever you need. And some of you have contacted me saying, but I don't want to get on Zoom. I don't want to do that. I don't have time. I don't like it. I don't know how to use it. I just want somebody to help me with my store. Well, I can do that too. I also do listing reviews. You do not need a store for this. We do not have to get on Zoom. What I do is take a look at your listings and make a video of it, going through them, making suggestions of ways you could improve. And a lot of it is SEO, search engine optimization based things that sellers don't know. You can't do it if you don't know to do it. And I know a lot of you come to eBay, you don't have any SEO experience. You're just regular people out there in the world living your life, and you don't know these things. I've made it my business to learn these things so I can tell everybody and help you. So you will get a video. It's usually 20 to 30 minutes long, and you can keep that forever. You also get 14 days of my help desk service, meaning you can email me with any questions, anything about your business, and I'm here for you 2 weeks after we do the listing review. So I just love helping sellers become successful. Last week I did a few listing reviews, and we really uncovered some things that the sellers didn't know they could do better, and they are seeing results. So the cost is $50. You can email me at suzanne@suzanneawells.com, or reach out to me on Facebook for either one of these services, because I'm here for you. Okay, now let's get into the sales. We've got Cheryl Green, purchased for $3 at an estate sale, sold for $24.95 plus shipping after a month. Radio Shack Weather All Hazards Weather Alert Radio. Radio Shack, yeah, that takes me back to the 80s, right? $3, sold for $24.95. Julie Gambino, purchased at Goodwill for $6.99, sold in about a week for full asking price of $31.50. The item is Hot Topic. That's a store. It's a very loud, dark store at the mall. Suicide Squad Harley Quinn Pudding Property of Joker jacket. So a very cool, shiny jacket. $6.99, sold for $31.50. Christina Walling, bought for $1 at a yard sale, sold in about a month. I paid shipping on this one. The item is How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World Spin Master 8-inch long toothless figure from 2019. Sold for $49.99, cost her $1. This is the poster child for selling on eBay, not Christina, but the item. Buying it for $1, selling it for $50. Can't beat that. Karen Monks, $10 at a yard sale. Took about 4 months to sell for $76. Plus, I made my kids play it with me. Vintage original mystery date game Milton Bradley 1965 complete. Dream or dud? $10 sold for $76.49, and I remember this game from back in the day, the mystery date game. Okay, Jennifer Hungate had in my junk drawer for who knows how long and just listed over the weekend. Accepted an offer of $12 plus shipping. 2 papyrus Christmas ornaments, new and sealed boxed holiday cards. So, Christmas cards. And I guess she didn't pay anything for it, or she's not counting it because it was her personal item. Sold for $12. Carol Hollis got another batch of cross-stitch patterns for 60 cents each at a yard sale. So excited. This sold for full price within 24 hours. Mirabilia designs cross-stitch mermaid pattern. Excellent. 60 cents, sold for $50. Great flip. Tanya Bruner paid 50 cents at an estate sale, sold for $18 in about 3 months. Ladies Vintage Cape Isle Knitters Granny Sweater Vest, knitted by hand, sold for $23.99. Great vintage clothing item. Bill Hunt. I got a referral from a friend who knows I do eBay to clean out a room in a flip house full of vintage adult magazines and other non-naughty items. I filled the back of my minivan and paid $100 for it all. This book lot sold for $29.93 and took 6 months to sell. So the item is Vintage Sex Theory Education Book, lot of sexual relations erotica tips, marital aids. Okay, $29.93. Okay, hey, all kinds of things sell on eBay. Suzanne Akers. This was my son's alarm clock as a child. My son is 36 and doesn't want it anymore. Sold on best offer of $19.99 in a month. Vintage talking baseball bear child's alarm clock. Ginger Lamplight. I got these at an estate sale for $4 each on May 30th of this year. Sold for full asking with free shipping. Lot of 2 Lamar Vitae Vita maximum hold hairspray. So some very specialized hairspray. $4 each, and the lot of 2 sold for $69.99. Love those estate sales with all this old stuff in the bathroom. Like, they have no clue what this stuff is worth. They just want to get rid of it. Mary Alice Fontenot Gray. Got these at the bins for $3. Took an offer of $47. It took 2 months to sell. Two's Company, The World is Your Oyster baking dishes set of 12. That's interesting. $3, took an offer of $47. Okay, Kathy Jordan Hermans. We were in Greece for 2 weeks. I know, don't hate me. So my store has been on vacation, but I did manage to sell this vest. Paid $4.25 at a thrift store on the Oregon coast that supports hospice. Sold for full price in a month. Athleta Women's Goose Down Vest. Excellent. $4.25, sold for $34.95. Jane Tyson has a beautiful item. This art glass rabbit was purchased at a thrift store for $1. It's sold for the full asking price of $39.99 plus shipping in 7 months. I always am on the lookout for art glass, especially if it is signed. This piece was unsigned but still sold at a great price. $1 and flipped for just under $40. And that really is a gorgeous piece. Nicole Cunningham. Very slow week for me, so was happy to have this sale. Paid $1 at a garage sale, grabbed it because it was mostly a bust that morning, so figured something was better than nothing. Took about 4 months to sell. New, juicy couture, black sunglass eyeglass, hard flip case. Sold for $14.95. Carol Brun, keep an eye out for homemade clown suits. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale, sold for $39 in a week. This one has flaws, so I priced it lower. I've sold a number of them for $49. They sell year round. Clown suit costume, vintage, homemade, unisex, adult for Halloween, party, or circus. $1 sold for $39. And yes, costumes sell year round. Just because Halloween's over doesn't mean that you need to take your listings down or stop listing any that you may have in your pile that you did not get listed, because there's cosplay, there's costume parties on New Year's and all times of the year. All kinds of reasons people need costumes all year. So anything can sell anytime. eBay knows no seasons. Christine McDowell bought for $5 on Whatnot, sold for full price within a week. Plus, I got to find out what a totalisator, okay, I guess that's how you say it. So, knowledge win. It's the boards at horse races that show odds and payouts and constantly update. So, it's a vintage sterling silver badge brooch, one of those things, and it's sold for $59. Good for you, Christine, learning something new. Okay, Anne Marie Davidson. Sales are so off this month, but I did sell this Army Drost Sugar Bowl honey pot. Paid $3.99, sold in 2 weeks for $25 plus $6 shipping. Amy Drost, I guess that's how you say it. Honey pot sugar bowl with lid, studio pottery signed. Sold for $25. Eileen Cole, the book lady, has an item that is not a book. She said, I picked up this vintage Braille Scrabble set a while back along with another one at a hospital thrift store. It was about $12. The first one sold months ago, and I finally got around to listing this one. Yes, Eileen, because I remember this from before. Very unusual item, Braille Scrabble. She said it sold in 6 weeks for full asking price of $84 plus shipping. Excellent. Something to be on the lookout for. Braille Scrabble Deluxe Edition. Sherry Isaacs found this groovy blazer at an estate sale, paid about $10, sold for full price in about 2 weeks. Vintage 70s velvet blazer, size small, purple, psychedelic hippie art to wear. Great keywords, by the way. $10, sold for $74.95. And I wonder if that was going to be part of a Halloween costume. you know, um, some kind of new wave or hippie or pimp or something like that. I can see this being part of a costume. Maggie May, Prada glasses case given to me at a thrift store that I frequent regularly. Sold for $11 overnight. Yay, another eyeglasses case. Prada optical eyeglass case, hard box cloth interior magnetic, meaning magnetic closure. Very good. KimWAC, from my mom's house, so zero cost, sold in less than a week for best offer of $54.99. 6 vintage Barbie lot with case, and it includes Midge. $54.99, her cost $0. Emily Fortner found this at my local honey hole for $7.49 in June, listed right away and sold for best offer of $32. New Torrid women's size 3X ruffled tiered floral mini dress, sold for best offer of $32. Next up is GeneviePfron. This was kind of a weird one. It's a new sealed DVD that is veterinary medical related. I figured it was super nice, so it must be worth something, and it totally paid off. I paid $3 for it at my local Goodwill and had it listed for like a month and a half. Good stuff. So this is Horses Headaches How to Help Horse Released Cranial Compression DVD. That is very specific. Sold for $42. Okay, Leysa Rousseau got these books from the yearly book festival in my area for about $4 each. Just sold for full price of $59.99 to a buyer with no feedback. Henry David Thoreau Trilogy, Maine Woods, Walden, Cape Cod, first editions from 1950 and 51. So they would have cost her $12 and they sold for $59.99. Lisa Johnson Middleton. I've sold several sets of Lenox napkins and they all sold after just a few days. Paid $1.75 at an estate sale. They sold for full asking price plus shipping in less than a week. Lenox holiday linen cloth napkins embroidered holly corner cutouts, lot of 6, and these sold for $39.99. Olivia Poole Frederick, complete Dallas board game. Looks like it was played once. Bought at Goodwill for $3.27, sold in less than a week for $39.99. Listed the low end of comps because the space took it up. Oh, meaning the space it took up in her home, storing it. Okay. Mattel Electronics Dallas TV show computer board game. J.R. Ewing, vintage complete. I didn't even know there was such a thing. $3.27, sold for $39.99. Tammy Mitchell purchased a storage unit. Oh, good for you, Tammy. I have about 25 cents in this item, sold in 7 months for $29.72 plus shipping. Vintage Bird Paper Lampshade, mid-century modern. That is an excellent return. 25 cents, sold for $29.72. Donna Shirley, free to me, listed for a month, sold for $18.99. Tommy Hilfiger rain jacket trench coat. Ah, very good. $18.99 and it was free. Okay, we have Joy Fulkin, National Geographic Kids World Atlas Children's lot of 3 state maps. She says, my aunt is a huge National Geographic fan and gave me these books to use with my kids in the course of our homeschool. When we moved, I determined we were done with them and I listed them as a lot. Sold in 4 months for full asking price of $14.99 plus shipping. That is a great homeschool item. Tina Wozniak bought a huge bag of rubber and hard plastic animals from Goodwill bins for my little cousin to play with. They haven't been able to visit as much, so I pieced out the animals by category. I paid maybe $2. Items sold within a week. These are sea creatures, whale, shark figures, safari, manatees, anglers, rays, so all your ocean animals. And this sold for $15.99. KC Vetterli, $6 at the thrift, sold for $89.95 in about 3 weeks. Rag and Bone jeans, women's, 25 Harlow mid-rise. So the retail price on these is $295. And they sold for $89.95. Christine Molds bought 4 handmade knitted Christmas stockings at the bins last spring. This one had a name on the white stripe. I listed it with the name and got no views. Then I snipped the name off, took pictures again, and this is the 3rd one I've sold. Only one left to go. Bought for less than 50 cents, sold for $26.97. And that is an excellent idea if the name is removable. See if you can remove it without any damage to the item, and then it becomes generic, and more people might be interested in buying it without the name on it. Very good idea. Bethany Henderson. I pick up all J. Crew sweater blazers. This one sold in a week for $41. Paid $4. J. Crew Sophie leopard blazer size medium. So $4 turned into $41 in a week. Janice Buchanan, purchased at my local honey hole and sold within a month of listing. Cost of goods was 50 cents and took a best offer of $50 plus shipping. The brand is Tula, Toula, women's knit sweater dress cobalt blue abstract pattern. 50 cents turned into $50. Kyle Horton. I like picking up folk art and handmade one of a kind. The acronym is OOAK. Bought this in an estate pick, probably a couple of bucks, sold for $35, listed for well over a year. So that is a very cool looking pin cushion, sold for $35. Joan Haynes found this bronze Trilobite cast fossil on a post yard sale free pile in my neighborhood. Sold in about 4 months, $48. And when I first looked at this, I thought it was, a real fossil. I was like, darn, too bad it's not real. You could sell it to the Smithsonian for like $8 million. 48's good. Barbara Rosen Knight, picked up in the Halloween section for about $6, sold in 1 month for full price of $49.99. Boy Scouts of America, extra large shirt. Excellent. $6, sold for just under $50. Cassie B. My boyfriend gave me this to sell and we split the money. Sold for full asking price of $75 in a week. New iRobot Roomba robotic vacuum. So free to her, sold for $75. Christina the Asian Cajun. Free to me, sold for full asking price plus free shipping. Took a week. Chanel empty gift bag, sold for $25. Yes, these high-end gift bags, dust bags, anything like that, any kind of packaging will sell. Okay, great sales, everybody. Keep listing and keep on working being patient. We all need to work on that skill because every day is different on eBay. Also, don't hesitate to reach out if I can help you with your eBay business, either one-on-one on a Zoom call or doing a listing review. I'm here for you and ready to help you. Thanks for watching and have a happy day on eBay. Bye.